Alright, today on Gaming with Rin, we are back with Enshrouded and our Veilwater, revitalization project. Today we're moving in to the next building, so I've added a few minor upgrades, so you can sort of see from the window, or maybe not, it's too dark in there. But I've updated the shop front to include um, more of the equipment. Like we've got another suit of armor and we've added some weapons to the wall. I've also put in the bathrooms in all the houses. So we've added tubs and sitting spaces in all of the bedrooms or in all of the residences. So up here, we've added a bathtub and a little sitting space here, just so it looks a little bit more complete. In the apothecaries, we've added a a toilet and a sink down below, and a um, tub space up here. So I'm going to keep embellishing, I guess, all of the existing builds a little bit offline. Try to fill in all the pieces I wasn't able to get to during the builds. I also added, I guess, the tub in here, which wasn't too impressive, but at least I put a tub in the bathroom space. So today we're gonna move back into this space, and I'm thinking I'm going to use this space below here for the carpenter's shop and I guess, and his house. Now, the interesting thing about the carpenter is the carpenter also gives you the pottery kiln. So I might use this little space back here for my pottery workshop and then cut it off into two different shops. Because I don't really see a potter doing the carpentry and a carpenter doing the potter. It's just something you merged in this build. I see them as two separate peoples. So I'm going to separate them. Now, if I'm going to make two shops, this storefront has this nice open store window, but this carpentry shop doesn't have a very good window. So I'm thinking of breaking down this wall, to put like a little furniture storefront here. So like a display. So let me do that. See what that's going to look like. So if I take all of this down, and I bring the small back one. Oops. I actually don't need all of that, I think. For some reason we have all this extra stone on our ceiling. Okay, so then we want to make all of this a larger window space. That looks like a large enough space to be a display area. What can I see from here? No, we're gonna have to make that up one. So we're going to do... We are gonna leave this here. Now, in order for things to show up in the display, we're gonna have to raise that floor a little bit. Alright, that doesn't look too bad. I might want to close this off one more. so it looks a little bit more even. And then maybe bring this out on this wall. Okay, but now I need a floor to raise this up. So for example, oh, no snapping there, please. So we're gonna need furniture. So if I'm going to put like a furniture display here, like maybe we'll put like a chair and a dresser. We might want to put it up even more. So we're gonna go like and then build like a step. Alright, and then we're gonna put like furniture stuff in the window so you can see it from outside. Okay, so our window's gonna have to go higher. Probably, by one more. Right, and then I can put like a chair beside it on the other side. So that at least you can sort of take a guess at what's in that building. I can even move this out a little bit more. Like, I don't know why this wall was so thick. Okay, we're gonna have to leave this one. We can move this back. Like so. This. And we just have sort of like a step up into the display space. Yeah, and I can move this a little bit further to the left. So we got like an idea of what they sell in that shop. We're gonna have to build a proper chair. I don't have one yet. Now, so we've got to close off the space so that we aren't using the carpenter space. Like so, right? And then in here will be our kiln space. Now, same idea. I don't think I need this. Can restore some of this. How much of this do I need? Alright, and then I have the kiln. Right? And then I can fill this up with pottery. And then I can just close this off. so it doesn't bleed through here. There we go. So now we have a separate shop, but we probably also want to fill this floor in. I don't understand why I would need two. Right? I can fill that space too. Alright, so we have a tiny little potter's workshop in here. There's a kiln. I can even put the kiln on this corner, maybe. And I'll leave it on this corner. Gets a little bit of ventilation, but then it's ventilation through the storefront. It's either through the door or through the storefront. It's going to be one of the two. Right? I'm going to build a little chimney up above it. Because it'll be up into this space. So that's building upwards. Alright, I'm gonna go look up. Right? Okay, so that does... And then I wanted to build a little frigging chimney bit. If you fall in there, you're not getting out. So then that's why you usually typically put a grate there. Alright, so there's the chimney for the pottery. Let's go to sleep. Bum, 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 bum. Come on. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Okay, so we have... I also fix this. Okay. We have a ceiling to fix over here, too. I'm not sure I'm gonna do that, but whatever. Alright, so then we got a chimney over here. I'll put that there. That should be the roof space for the pottery workshop. So we got the kiln going up in that wall with the chimney. I can remove some of this. And just sort of like show you that there is a space back there. Right, and you sort of see that there is a... Right? Oh, sort of look up. I can make this go down just a little bit around the... Just so you have a little bit of a thing. I can get rid of the tree or raise this ceiling up a little bit to remove some of the vines poking out here. I don't know why the vines are coming down so hard. There we go. And I'm gonna get rid of... Oops. Just smooth that wall out a little bit. And I don't see the reason why this has to be... Okay, so it will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and it's supposed to be up 5 high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So then we gotta go up here. So what I could do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then put another 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. No. Come on. Nope. Alright, so that's the side entrance to the pottery shop. We're gonna have to fill that in. We need a desk. Actually, I have a desk. And a chair. This is the stuff I made for the other place. This place is not going to have a house. It's just going to be a workshop. This is not a residence. This is just a workplace. And then maybe I can put a shelf here with pottery on it, and then pottery in the window. And then maybe a book for ledgers. Okay, so then that's the pottery workshop. So now we gotta get to the main build, which is in here. So I gotta open this up. There's not enough light in here for sure. And I want to cut this space off, because I'm going to be using that for something else. We do not need to go down that way. That's going to be for the bone collector later, which we are not at. Alright, so let's cut this off. Alright, okay, so I need this wall to open up, which means we're gonna have to bring this wall all the way back. We need windows, man. 4, 5, 6. How far back does this have to go is the question. What's that? What's out there that's preventing me from... There's something in there it's not letting me play with here. Open. There was a chest hiding in the wall. Okay, that was weird. Easter egg? I didn't even open it, but I just kind of dismantled it like, fuck that shit, I don't care. Alright, so we have all this space. And we need to bring the wall back far enough that this space is going to make sense. So this looks kind of like a mess, right? So... Like, I don't need a spot out here, and I don't need this, but I can lower the floor a little bit on the back room. Not too much, maybe 1 or 2 blocks. So that we can use up more space. Okay, so the way I envision this is we're gonna have the shop in the front and the house in the back, and the house needs more lighting. We have this big open, I guess, space we can turn into a nice window and maybe a balcony. But this wall is gonna have to come back a little. Just a little bit. No. Like so? And then down. Sort of like a bay window sort of thing going on here. And then this comes back one more. Okay, and then we can go... yeah, I think we're gonna want to do... Okay, so now we have a nice big window, and then this has to be flattened out maybe in this direction. Alright, so this can be like a bedroom space maybe? And then also in this direction. And then... just a tiny little balcony space out here. Okay. I think this space will end probably about there. And then whatever I build behind it will go that way. Okay, so then we got that. And then I don't need any of this. So now we're gonna bring this backwards. We're gonna close off the shop, which I think I'll do here, from the housing. So we're gonna need a kitchen and a bedroom, and a bathroom. And then just a little space here for a workshop. So I think that's enough space for the shop. Right? So device-wise, I have the sock. So I can put like a pile of saw on the wall over here. Like a wood pile or something leaning against this wall, and then you have all these, I guess, storage spaces for extra pieces. And then we have this big entrance, which I probably don't need it to be so big. Although I probably want to make a slightly nicer entrance space. Okay, so there we got and then we have another
Hi.
bum, 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 bum. So we're just gonna do this outer wall. Actually, I can probably do the inner wall in wood. So we're gonna need so we've got like a wood space here, which is gonna have like the main shop desk, I guess, against this wall. So actually I'm gonna need another desk and chair. Another two desks and chairs, probably. Desk and chair, desk and chair. Maybe I'll just do one. We'll do that one at a time. And actually I can probably even do string. Do I have enough to make 3 string? Another one of these as well. So I don't have to keep running into the other space. So we have the I guess the shop desk. And we have the work desks. I have a saw in the middle of the space. And then I guess we're gonna finish this wall off. And maybe put a shelf behind here. And it's just some loose boards up there. And then another chair here. So now we gotta do... and then I want... Actually, no, I'll do that in the wood. There. So you come through here, and then you can step down. Or I can build the floor all the way back in here, too. Now... Got like a little window on the side. It's very dark in here. We're gonna need light. We're also gonna need... So one of the lights I have is the kitchen space. Which I guess I can put right away in the corner here. So we're gonna put the... and then over here we're gonna need a bedroom and a bathroom space. Again. So, do I want to do the floor in stone or wood? Wood and stone. I think stone looks okay. So we're gonna need the bed. Where's the bed? The bed's already down there. Alright. In that back corner. We're gonna need a table. And we need a dresser. Table. Oh, I don't have wood anymore. So we got a dresser. A table for the kitchen. I'll put the table in the middle of the room. And we walk around the table. Okay. And then the space here, we're gonna need a bedroom and a bathroom. So just a little bathroom and a little bedroom. I think we'll do like a... like a... Right, so then we have... I want to do like... So... Terrible feng shui having to move around the table though. Though I'm not an expert at feng shui. I can put the table on this side. Or just, you know, float it on this wall space. I kind of feel like I need to make the wall a little, or the floor a little bit more uniform though. So bring the wood further back. Okay, I'm gonna put this here. And we're gonna put chairs on both sides and then like a little counter or whatever. The kitchen on this side. And then in here, we've got the two directions. We've got a bathroom here, which actually can go, this wall can go further back. We're gonna get rid of you and step you further back. So we got a bathroom on this side and a bedroom on this side. What can I do from the other room? So we can see a bit better. We're gonna need some light. I gotta go back and try and get... Oops, that one didn't quite work out, did it? Come on. There we go. How's that look? Just a little bedroom space with a nice big window and sort of a darker nook back here, and then here we have a proper space for a full bathroom. So we're gonna need lights. I'm gonna need a nicer chair. I'm gonna need more wood for 2 chairs and maybe a shelf. Okay, so we got some stuff to do. I have a bed over here, so I can bring Braylon to do stuff for me.
Hi.
So I can put her here now. So, hey Braylon, I want a shelf. So we're gonna need nails and wood logs. Okay, so I'm gonna go see if I have any more wood over here. When we were doing the farm build, might have had some leftover wood. And I probably need to move this box. 'Cause it's a little bit too close to the door. No, I don't have regular wood. I gotta go back to the other region for it. We have planks. I have bricks. So I can put that stuff over here. So now we've got the bricks go here. We've got the planks over here. Alright, so I'm gonna need... So you give us a main crafter and assistant, which means we have basically the ability to do two settlements that we can sort of keep and make functional in 2 different regions. Do I have any more metal flakes? I do. So let me just make a bunch of... Alright, so what we're gonna want is we're gonna need the bathroom stuff. We're gonna need a shelf. We're gonna need something that looks like this. 1 metal sheet and 2 planks. Do I have any metal sheets? I do. We have plenty of planks. Okay, so one of those. We need a chair. Chair. And we're gonna need the lighting as well. Chair. I'm gonna just do a regular chair, because the bulk of what he's gonna be selling is gonna be regular stuff. So we got one of these, we got one of those. What else do I need? Shelf for the kitchen, thingy for that, chair for the front workshop. I need doors. We have doors, the 2 shop main doors, and then those doors. Then I'm going to need... I'll put a dresser in. And then we're gonna need lighting, which I think I want to do nicer lighting. Which was the flammable goo, the coal, and the steel, right? Coal and this, that's silver. What else we got? Okay, so We need the steel. Alright. Might as well just use some on here. I can put stuff back. So lighting. So we need bathroom, shop. I can put one in the bedroom. But I can probably want to put a candle in the bedroom instead. Candle will cost me wax and string. Make another string? No. Okay, so we'll do this first. We got enough stuff to lay in there. Okay, so we got the wood pile thing. We want to tilt it. So we got like some stalks and things for leaning wood. We got a chair for the window display. We've got a cupboard. Do I want to put this here? Or do I want to put it in the kitchen space over here? I need... what else? Doors? Dresser? Lights? So we want a light here. Actually, maybe we should put the light in this corner. To light up the doorways. A light in the bathroom. No. Okay, that's 2 lights. I only made 2 lights? I wasn't sure if I... oh, because I wanted to put a candle in here. And we have all these doors. Door. 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 Then I had a dresser I'm gonna put in the bedroom over here. Okay, against here. That's acceptable for a 1 bedroom, except you gotta turn the bed around. So I need candles, which is strings and wax, right? Strings and wax. So we're making wax over here. Alright, so we need one string. Candle.
Oh, hey.
I can't see where I'm placing things. There. Okay. Now I need 2 chairs here. Stools are fine. One here. One here. We're gonna need some pottery stuffs. And we need the full bathroom kit in here. I'm gonna have to move Braylon. Move her to this side. What was I doing? So I might want to put another shelf behind her there. Shelf, shelf, shelf. Like on this wall. We're gonna have to go to the apothecary for a book. Do I have any books in my backpack here? Not at the moment. So I need a book. I need probably some clay stuff for the table over here. And for up here. I can build like a little counter. And I can like adjust my... No, we're gonna pick this up. And then we're gonna put that back. Put it this way. Maybe another little shelf. I need 1 nail, okay. Blacksmith! So now I don't have to run back and forth as much if I have my carpenter here. Which is part of the reason why I wanted to put a carpenter's in next.
Welcome.
So then we want this shelf, which I'm gonna throw over this. Okay. Now we're gonna need the embellishments, which is all the pottery stuff. Do I have any clay in my inventory? I do. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have to get charcoal as well. Do I have, I don't, I have 85 wood. I have some wood. Do I have any charcoal in this thing? You want Springlands dirt. Do I have any Springlands dirt? Or any dirt, really. Just dirt. So we probably have regular dirt over here. Here, you have Springlands dirt. You also have a Veilwater Basin dirt. Springlands dirt. Veilwater Basin dirt. Alright, so I can start on that. So we're thinking some clay pots. So some cups and a book. No, I definitely have a book over here somewhere. Right? It's fishing stuff. I have more dirt over here. I have 3 books. Another nail. Okay, so we want at least like some sort of ledger for the 2 desks.
Hi.
You can make me ledgers. I only have 3 books though. How many do you need? You need 5 books. Okay, so we're gonna have to go get the books. I don't think we have any books over here, do we? It's gonna be a pain. We can make 1 ledger for now. Alright. 1 it is. And then I guess we're gonna have to go do a clay run? So I'm gonna grab 1 of these. I'm gonna get all our pottery stuff in.
Hi.
Okay, so we got this. So we got a nice little work spot over here. I'm not sure what I'm gonna throw on this. You don't have any little wood things, do you? You have cups. I can do like plates and mugs. Clay jugs, clay cups. That requires indigo. What else we got? Wheelbarrow. Wooden grate. I guess she needs to get her bathroom stuff in, so we're gonna need more nails. We're gonna need 6 nails. Let's get the bathroom in.
Hey.
Alright. 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 So now we just need the embellishments. We have a lot more time to do embellishments on this one. First off, we haven't done anything with the balcony either. So I should probably fill the balcony in with a lip or some sort of ledge. Just so people don't walk off the balcony. Although you can still walk off the balcony with a, She has her own little nice... Oh, yeah, that's fine. Her own little space to enjoy the water. You can sort of see the farm on this side. And the capybara is off in the distance, in the lake. Put like a little bench over here.
Hey.
Do we have stuff for a bench? So we got the bathroom in. We do. We can put a little simple bench. Like over time, if I want to get it really, really fancy, I can do fancier furnitures. But for now, at least we can put the basics out. Alright, so then she has that. What does flower soil cost me? I'm gonna start embellishing.
Hello.
Hey man. Flower soil, flower soil. Farm soil and honey. And farm soil requires bone meal and springlands dirt. Bone meal and springlands dirt. Or you know, I can grab your... We have springlands dirt here. We're gonna take some of this. And some of this. And then we need honey. Which we do not have right now. Then we need sugar. Sugar cane. And half of this. I'm gonna start grinding that at the other place. Bum.
Hello.
Do I not have to grind that? Sugar.
Hey.
Okay, so we got... Oh, now I have no space in my backpack. Okay. Let's put some of this stuff down for a sec. Veilwater dirt. Stone. Spare book. Tropical wood. I think we're done with the walls for now. Not the food, not the food. Still the stuff for lighting. I'm not done with the lighting. Alright, so then I wanted this, then honey. Put the sugar in here to make the honey. ground sugar. How do I get ground sugar? Can you tell me? Do you make sugar from sugarcane? Ah. I would have thought it would be the mill here. I didn't see it. Is it this guy? Silver, gold, iron, coffee beans. How do I make sugar? Rubble, rubble, rubble. Okay, I gotta look it up. Enshrouded sugar. Sugar recipe. Gather sugarcane by putting the thingy and then craft it at the farmer's station using 2 sugar canes. Ah, was in the farmer? Is that?
Hi.
Why am I not seeing it? Supplies, boiled eggs, sushi, soups, salads, sandwich thingy. Oh, there it is. Sugar cane. Oh, no. I need one more. I guess I should make more sugar. Well, I'm using it up. And we'll put it back in. Alright, how about it? So now the sugar goes into the beehive to make honey. Alright, so that'll get us a little bit of honey. Dum, 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 dum. So now we're getting somewhere. We have the ability to do most of the base production of stuff. So I guess we're back on clay hunt, right?
Hi.
Unless I just need my coal or charcoal. That should be done. Okay. So that goes in here. We still have to do this space. So we need pots for sure. Lots and lots of pots. Charcoal. Change recipe. We're gonna start with one of these. And sorry, they don't want charcoal, they want wood logs. We'll do half of the wood logs. Okay. So you're gonna be a minute. I guess we're gonna make a little bit of each of the pods. So then we can fill this space in. Embellish some of the other areas. Build some flowers and stuffs. Do. That's the first one. Then we're gonna go with this one. Then we're gonna put one of these here. We'll put it in the center. Okay, I have 44 seconds. I want another shelf, I think.
Hi.
Shelf, 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 shelf. Wrong way. Cool. Okay, the next one's probably done. Nope, we still beat it by 13 seconds. Change the recipe, we'll go to this one. Okay, pick that up. We want to do like... put this one over here. Bum, 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 bum. We're gonna grab some of all of the pots. I could even put this shelf in this back in this space. Which I probably should do. Cause it's like the perfect size for that space. Three seconds for that one. What's this one? Put this one there. So we need cups and vases and things. Yeah, we're gonna need more clay. We only have 8 pieces left. We got plenty of stuff. We got 1, 2, and then some of these. Okay. I'm gonna put this one next to this one. Should I put this one on this side? Um... Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. We got this one with this little lid. We'll move that one here. No, these can be too big. These are too big for the shelf. I need pots and cups and things. So we're gonna take these away, so I don't have to worry about it. We're gonna make some pots and cups and things.
Hello.
Pots and cups and things. Where are those? There we go. So we got 1, 2, 3. Now we're stuck. Okay. Okay. So, those. Those. And then the spare stuff can go on the table in the kitchen. Or I can even just put it on the shelf over here. Let's go. And damn it. Nope. Not what I'm intending to do there. I'll put this on the shelf. Okay. So then we got these ones as well. Alright, so, put this one over here. And the one over here. And one of these over here. Okay, I need a light for in here. So give me a light. So I'm still carrying the light stuff.
Oh, hey.
Lights, lights. So what do I want to do with all these? So I can put some stuff in kitchens. Or on these shelves. just sort of like embellish some of the corners a little bit. I have that one. Just put like the big pots on the bottom. Only in the kitchen. Now here I want something more, you know, small and wood-like. What are we gonna do with these? I can leave the rest of the excess on the kiln until I can figure out what I want to do with them. So they are here if I need those. I gotta go get more clay though, for sure. So that I can make flowers. Flower pots. What else do I need? I need books. I have to go back to the other space for books. And I have to figure out what I want to put in here. Like, there's no small embellishments. I guess I can do books. So, let's go back to the books. So I put the books in here. Enough books. So we need one of these. And then I guess we're doing books. Do a couple books. What do we got here? Alchemist Showcase. Brood Millstone. I don't think you have any more embellishments here. No, not for you. What do you have at the blacksmith? Decorative. Stuff might be super expensive. We've got urns. We've got metal stuff. Pots and pans might not be a bad idea. So we can do some scrap pots. And the pans. We have buckets. I'm glad you finally got a sign, but you only did the salon sign, which is sad. What about the blacksmith, carpenter, the alchemist? Okay, so there's that. So we got some pots, some pans, some books. Some pots, some pans, some books. So we got the book for this one. So we have a ledger for them. I have some books for this office. We've got a pot. I'm gonna put that on top of the stove. And we're gonna put pans. And I have the extra one. Can I throw it into the farmers? Oh, he needs a light in
Welcome.
here. Okay, hold on. We need another light. Light! Lights. It is super dark in there. Alright, so we're gonna put that there. I'm just gonna use the existing. Not enough free space. Okay, then we're gonna get rid of this and build you another shell. Um, I need a nail. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. And then I gotta go for a clay run, which I've been
No.
putting off. Nails. Okay, so we'll just do the big one, I guess. I'll update this while we're in here. And now he has his big shelf. And then we're just gonna throw pots and pans. I guess we can also dump the last one here. Everybody has kitchenwares. There we go. Alright, is there anything else I need for the build I'm supposed to be working on, which is this? Well, this bookshelf is still empty, and I'm not entirely sure what I'm supposed to put on it, because we don't have a lot of stuff to put on it. The kitchen has some stuff in it now, which is a lot nicer. We had the flowers. I was gonna do the flowers, but to do the flowers, I can either A, check to see if there are any flowers left over here, or any clay, which I don't think there will be. And I might have some over here in this little stand. Oh, yeah, I have some. I have regular plants more than flowers, but... Okay, so we have those. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum. So, and we'll put like a plant on. Oh, that's too big. Plant in the window. Meh. Maybe it would make more sense on her balcony. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum. I can't see outside. Sitting on the table. She's a lady. She wants it a little more girly. I want the. I want that centered. That's a little bit better. So we need rugs or something for sure. Like that's what my build missing, I think. I mean, we could have a desk here. I can put another light in on this side.
Hey.
Light. There we go. Yeah, I need some sort of rug, I think. We have the stone urns, but I mean, they're too urny. And put some of those out. What's this require? Oh, metal sheets. That's all I really have to work with here. Can I do a little shelf? A short one? Like one of these. Like a wood-standy thing. That's I can throw down here. Everything that's a little bit. What's the smallest one I got? This one? Okay, good enough for now. Get the smaller mugs there, smaller cups there.
Hi.
I'm not sure what else to put in here. We can do regular boxes and things, but I think that's fine. Let me go look into the... Hold on, I have the guy over here. I can quickly check with him. See what the carpets or the little rug things are gonna require. What do you got for me in rugs, man? You don't have much here in decorative. So he has leather. He has sacks. A crate. Spider webs, no. Comfort. We can do straw mats, or we can do a 1 fur rug. Or a big fur rug. I'm just gonna do this then. See what that looks like. That's all we get to work with. I mean, it's the same color as the floor. It seems kind of pointless. Let's put it over here. At least you can sort of see it. I guess I should be doing straw mats or something, but we'll leave it. So what I could do is I could build a fireplace, and I can move the table into the center of this space. Put the fireplace on this wall, and have it be in both rooms. Okay, hold on, I need to go get my stuff back. I put stuff down because I thought I was done building.
Hello.
So I think if it's gonna be a fireplace, it has to be stone. But hold on, I can bring the other stuff for framing and see what it looks like. We got 9 of this, 69 of that. Let's see what we can do. Alright. I'm not quite done. It still looks like there's this big empty space here.
Hello.
So we got... Right, and then probably... We're gonna build a fireplace on both sides in here. And then we're gonna do like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we have the space in both sides. So she can heat both rooms. Like so. I don't want to do like, oops, no. Like that. And then we pretend it goes out through the wall, out that way, for... Like, maybe there's a hole in the wall, theoretically, going out this way. So then we got, like... So then... Nope. So then we're gonna get rid of... Whee! Like it's going that way. So then I gotta build a path for the stone ventilation. I'll try and make it as accurate as possible. Okay, so all this is now... going sideways like so. I'm gonna open this up and then fill it back in later. Where the hell is this wall? I want to go up there. Oh boy. Where is this even building? Okay, so it goes up behind here. And then there. Alright. Then we gotta fill in the front here. And then over here, all this goes away. Why is it not taking... Such a pain in the ass. What are you doing over here, man? So we only want... the space that the fire has to go through. Okay. Okay, so that is the little path there. I'm gonna move the path even further down, maybe. Alright, so we just want it to be behind here, right? What the frigging hell? There. So you have the space on both sides on underneath. I think all of this wood should be gone. Can I just get rid of... No, we want this bed. That did not do what I wanted it to do. Why are you not... Like, I'm trying to take away the wall. Like, we don't want the wood wall. Okay, so then we want a path or a channel for the stone ventilation. to go out this way. Nope. In that direction. So we want like... It's literally just one brick ventilation shaft. And all this gets filled in. Great, awesome. And then same thing on this side. We want one brick ventilation shaft through here. Cool. And then we're gonna just fill this shit in. Actually, on this side, I can move it over here. So that they are... You have backs to the thing. Oops. But there's two on the... Oops. Right, so then we go downward here. Right, so this one, if you look back, it's solid. It's solid, but it goes up through the tunnel out this way. And then this one's the same. It's solid here, but it goes up through the tunnel through here. So then I gotta go one more this way. Like so. So then I've got a little fireplace in the corner here. I can put like a chair where she can sit by the fire. And then this goes all the way across. How do I do this? So then I need a flat piece on top of that channel. Oh, but I need more stone. Do I have? No, okay. Well, let's get that going, and then I'll figure out how to put fire in there. I don't know if the campfires are permanent. That would be enough for now. Okay, so keep going. So that puts me a couple more of those. With the flat piece on top here. On top of the tunnel. Okay, I'll flatten the wall out in a second. Right? That looks a little bit nicer. And then we've got... Take these two away. Better if it goes up. But you're not going to be able to tell it won't go up. I can raise it up a little bit at a time if I want on an angle. That would be the proper ventilation for a thing. And have this whole sort of section be ventilation. Like so. So we have, for example, right? And then it goes here. And actually, we don't need this one, or that one, right? Or do I need it on this side? I do need it on that side. Alright, so we're gonna bring this up. What are you doing there? What you doing to me there? Alright. I can back this up even more, I guess. One more. Backpack. We have plenty of space in the bathroom. We don't need a really, really huge bathroom. So if we want to do... blue, and then we're gonna... oh, we have to take the doorway. All the way back to here. Make it as small as possible. And then we have this... oof, no. Where is this one? So... see, look how much more space we have here. Okay, and then we have... that gets removed. Nope. Close this for a sec. Now we have this. So we're moving it one more back. Okay. That's still okay. We're gonna move this back. So we got... we're gonna move this back. Into this corner. I'll put the doors back on. I'm gonna turn that door around. That's acceptable there. This door needs to turn though. There we go. Okay. So then we have this sort of fireplace here. So we have to fix all this. So we don't need... perfect. That's... Then we gotta do stone. Okay, and then this is lower. So where's the... So the space is going to be on this middle part. And then this is the middle wall there, where it's going to be going up. And then I gotta bring this wall forward. Right? And we're gonna sort of do an angle up that way. And then this goes out to here. What are they removing on this side? We just have a solid wall here. I'm just gonna make this full solid. Now it looks like a load-bearing wall. And then I think this thing... Right? Right? And then we have... Oh, for fuck's sake. No! Something like that. Just tidy that up. And then I can put a fire here and over here. So, how do I craft a fire? If I do that, for example. Alright, well it doesn't really burn as hard. Okay, how do I put something that looks more fire-like? Small silver mounts. These look like they're gonna be too big. Resin and stone, I can probably do that. If I haven't used up all my resin already, which I probably have. Resin and stone. Oh, I do have some left. Resin, stone. I can sink braziers into the ground a little. Fire pits into the ground. So if I get like 2 of those, let's see how they end up. We can't cook on them, but they might produce a nicer fire. Nope. Like I can even go lower. Right? And then theoretically, you can see it out here. I just have to fill in this bit. Whoops, wrong one. I'll just do like a 1 hole here. So it's coming out through the 1 little hole. Alrighty. So now I need a chair here where she can sit by the fire, something a little cozier.
Hi.
And then in here, at least, you know, now we have a fire on this side. What do we got? Chair. Like that is going to require hardened leather, wool, and warm padding. So the warm padding is going to be super hard. Can I do this? Ugh. 1 warm padding? Like the easiest one I can do is just a rustic chair or a regular chair. We'll put the regular chair in for now. I can always go super fancy later. Bring the chair back up. You can do this like a side table-y type thing. It's a little bit nicer. What else I got? So she's got a little bedroom. She's got a proper full bathroom. I don't have to worry about that. We've got the balcony, which is still a little bit bare, but it's acceptable. It's just fully open. A bench. I can put another light out here.
Oh, hey.
Light. Why not? Just use up all my steel bars. Oof. We'll put 1 right here. Okay. That's acceptable. Okay. So now she's got her little kitchen space. That's a little bit cozier. I can put like decorations and cups and things up here if I want. It would be nice if we had more decorations to work with. Like little figurines or carvings. Like a carving of a bird, of a cow, something simple. Let's see. I guess we can end it there. We can see the point. You can see the furniture in the little, you know, shop window there. I can move stuff over a little bit more to the left. Or it's perspective, depending on which side of the window you're on. So if I move this here, and I move that there. There, that's a little bit better. So you can see there's furniture in the window there. You can come in, you can sort of see the workshop on this side, the office bit on this side. And then yeah, she's got her house, which is her kitchen and her bathroom and her bedroom. Now I did not put a bed in for her nephew. He's still in the he's still living in the other area. If he wants to stay here, I can pretend he's in he's staying at the tavern. Will I make rooms for all these other people? I start converting the tavern rooms back into tavern rooms, I think. So we have this space for 2 people. This space for 1. I'll have to figure out how to update the tavern properly for rooms. This is gonna be, I haven't done this space yet. This is gonna be the Ezio's what's his name? Elio, not Ezio. Elio's hairdressers and launderers. This is gonna be a laundry bin. Laundry room, and then bathrooms and bathhouse on this end, and this is gonna be like the haircutter's salon. We're gonna figure that out later. But I have to figure out housing for all these people. But for now, I think we just have Braylon. And we have 2 shops here. We've got the clay making on the one side, and we've got the carpenters on this side. So at least that part of the build is done.
Hi.
We're gonna do next time probably the tailors and the hunting lodge on this block next time. I think it's large enough that it can fit both the hunters. We have a path here that goes down to the docks as well. So maybe they can have their own exit when they're bringing back their hunts. But I guess I would have to figure out how to do this later. So I'd have to put this into the 2-party hunting lodge, bedrooms, and the tannery workshop. And the tannery workshop requires quite a bit of space. So I think there is enough space down here for the tannery workshop, and I guess I can use the steps to make a 2nd floor, because there is, I guess, enough height here to do 2 floors. To do their apartments above. So maybe that's what I'll work on next time. But yeah, I think we've done okay. We got enough progress in the 2 shops here and this side of the street. We just have to swap to the other side of the street next time. Alright, we will end it there, even though we've only done 2 hours and 15 minutes. I think that's good enough. It's simple. I could try to find crazy amounts of other things to put tapestries and embellish, but I don't think we need to. I think you get the general idea, and you can use sort of the imagination of... The game doesn't give me things to put on top of here, so in my mind, I'm pretending there's stuff on the top of there. You got enough sort of stuff lying around the space that you kind of understand what I'm going for. Yeah. I think I can live with it. Like, I can't think of anything else that absolutely needs to at least satisfy the bare minimum. Like I said, it'd be like tapestries and things. So tapestries are resource intensive. And I don't want to do the resource intensive stuff right now, because then I'm just going to spend the next hour churning, and we're probably still not going to get the stuff we need to make it. So maybe I'll have to look into that offline. But at least we can get the framework up, we can get the residences built, And the base kitchens and stuff laid out, and the bathrooms and the bedrooms laid out, and the workshops. At least now it kind of looks like a workshop. It'd be nice to have some more stuff, I suppose, to make it more workshop-y. Staff, bow. He's not really a bowyer, though. I put that in the other guy. Dividers. Like, I can do this as like a... That's a high fence. Like, if I just want to throw some planks against a wall. Maybe that's one slight embellishment. You can see he's using like wood planks. Not really sure what else we can do. I mean, he's working with wood, he's making things on demand, and you've got a couple example pieces of stuff you could order, and maybe there'll be a book with drawings of other things with her blueprints. And we got our work table here, so at least I don't have to run, like it's in the middle of the city, I don't have to run to the tavern or up to the farmhouse to grab another work table. Yeah, I guess that's good enough. Okay. Alright, I'm talking, I'm ranting. We're not getting anywhere, but we did get some more wood planks. Yay. Alright, until next time.